everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, sorry that I haven't posted any video since last week due to some urgent work, but now I will upload the videos regularly. So let's see today's pattern, and this is a quite difficult pattern, but if you would follow my approach, then you would find it pretty easy. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. This is the pattern, and before coding, let's build the logic. So to build the logic for any pattern, the key is to identify what is the basic pattern that it follows. So if we consider this whole part, then building logic for it would be difficult. So what I will do, I will break it into some 2 or 3 parts that are easier to build. So how to identify where to break this pattern? So if you would observe that, let's forget about this first row, let's talk about this pattern. So in this pattern, in every row the printing starts from A, goes up to a certain point, then again decrease back to A. Here also starts from A, goes up to E, again goes from E and back to A. So this part follows a common pattern that start printing from A, go up to a particular place and then again start decreasing and back to A. But this first row, we don't have this double G here. So if you would have 2 G's here, then this whole will follow the common pattern. So this first row is not complying with the pattern of this whole pattern. So let's print this as it is without including in the logic part. So what I will do, first I will print this first row as it is, and then we will build the logic for this part. So let's do this. Let's copy this row, and first let's print this as it is. After that we will also print a new line. So up to now what I have, so I have printed the first row as it is without including it in the logic part. So let's remove this first row from here. Now our pattern is this, because we have printed the first row as it is. Now we will build logic for this one. Okay, so now let's do the logic building. So let's note down some points. We have 6 rows. Okay, we have 6 rows. Now let's define what happening in each row. So let's go for the row 1, or let's start the counter from anything 0, 1 or anything. Let me start from 0 or I equals to 0. Now what is happening in this row? Let's see. Start printing from A, go up to F. Now why F? So it start printing from A, print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 characters, increase by 1. Okay, start from A, then print 6 characters. Okay, after that print 1 space. Let's make it more simpler. First let's build the logic for this part, like from here to here, then we will build logic for this spaces part, and then for this. Okay, so let's move this. So let's build logic for this part only as of now. So for row 1 we will print 6 characters, for row 2 we will print 5, for row 3 we will print 4, for row 4 we will print 3, row 5 2, and last for row 6 we will print 1. Okay, no problem. So let's build a general relationship between them. So for row I or any row, so we will start from, for the first row we will print 6, then we will print 5, then 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay, no problem. So our basic thing would be for like this. So our first would be the outer for loop that will run 6 times. Okay, for 6 rows. I don't think that we should have any problem in this. So this is outer loop for 6 rows. Now for every row I will go from for j equals to I and j less than 6 j plus plus. What will it do for me? It will give me the logic. Why? When I will be 0, so j will start from 0 and this loop will execute 6 times. So for row 1 this will execute 6 times. For row 2 I will be 1. So j will start from 1 and will run 5 times and I need 5 times. Similarly when I becomes 2, this j will start from 2 and will run 4 times. I need 4 times. And at last when I becomes 5, so this loop will run only 1 time and will give me only 1 character. So this will be the logic for running the loop the number of times that we want, like for 6 times in first row, 5 times in fourth row and so on. Now what we will do in this inner loop, I will take a char and will start from A. Okay, so every time for each row it will start from A and we will simply print this A. So I will print ch. Don't go on the syntax, we will cover that in the editor. So I will print ch and I will also increment it. Why? Because after A I want B, then C, then D, then E and F. So this logic will give me this part. Let's code this part in the editor. So let's copy this part, this C. Okay. So let me code this quickly. So I think that this part is very clear. Let's run this code. So till now what we have built. So till now we have printed the first row that was here and we have built this part. Okay, so we have built only this part. Now what is remaining? This spaces part is remaining and this reverse part also. Okay, so first let's build the logic for spaces. So let's remove this. Okay, so for let's see how many spaces we need for each row. So for row 1 or I equals to 0, I need only 1 space. For I equals to 2, for I equals to 1, I need 1, 2 and 3. I need 3 spaces. For I equals to 2, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 spaces. So if you would observe that in first row we need 1 space and after that the spaces are incremented by 2. So what we will do, we will take a variable space and initialize it with 1. And after every row we will increment spaces by 2. So space plus equals to 2. So let's move here. So let's take one more variable space and initialize it with 1. Now this loop will run for space up to spaces part. So j less than space and j plus plus, and we will simply print space. After every row we will increment spaces by 2. Space plus equals to 2. So what we will do, after printing this part we will print the spaces. So first we will get 1 space because the space of value is 1. After first row we will increment the spaces by 2. So space become 3 now. So next time we will get 3 spaces. We will again increment it by 2. Again then we will get 5 spaces and so on. So up to now we have built this part and the spaces part. Now this is just the mirror image of this first part. So up to now that we have left the character at that place, we will just reverse this loop and decrement the character. So I will just simply copy this loop and will decrement the characters. So this time we will decrement. We need one more decrement here. I will tell you why. Let's see what we have built. So if you would see, we have built this pattern. So there was this first row that I have deleted and the whole part is correct. Now let me give you one more time the insight. So this part was for the first part that we are getting here, this one. For spaces, we just took a variable space and run this loop, and after every row just increment the spaces by 2. Now what happened that after printing this row, after printing these 6 characters, the value of ch would become f plus 1, that is g. Okay, so after this, let me show you. Let's print the character ch, %c and ch. Let me show you. Look. So after printing this first part, when we exit this loop, the value of ch is incremented by 1. So after f, the value of ch becomes g. So that's why I am decrementing one more time here before starting this loop. So to make this g to f. So that's why we need one more decrement here. Okay. Let's remove this. So I think that the logic is clear to you. If not, tell me in the comments. I will try to resolve your doubts. So yes, this was a pretty much hard video and I think that we have gone too long. So let's end the video here. So please subscribe to the channel to never miss out any video and share this video with your friends. So bye bye for now and see you soon.